Welcome to the show. I'm Elizabeth Naumovski. Christmas is just around the corner. It's the same day every year, yet many struggle to get organized and end up last-minute shopping and actually paying a premium price for their gifts. Now, these days, a lot of people are trying to think of ways to add value to their gifts and implement a lot of their cost-cutting efforts. Laurie Campbell is here today. She's the Director of Client Financial Wellness at Bromwich and Smith, and she has 16 different ways of helping you save money during the Christmas holidays. Laurie, welcome.
Oh, thanks so much, Liz. Happy to be a part of this.
Okay, so you are the guru here that has come up with 16 different ways. So let's begin. Number one, overbuying.
Such a common thing, right, Liz? You go out to the store and, you just think, oh, I need one more gift for Uncle Joe. I need another little gift for my cousin or my niece or my daughter, but whatever the case is. And unfortunately, the reality of it is that you end up spending way more than you planned. You blow the budget and suddenly you have this buyer's remorse, but, you don't turn around and take everything back. You just let the chips fall where they may. So, keep your list and stick to it.
That's a really good point. And now let's move on to comparison shopping, which is what I love to do, but a lot of people say they don't have time for it.
Oh, comparison shopping is so easy now. We have the internet to help us out every step of the way. I mean, think about back in the days, you'd have to look at flyers, you have to go store to store and compare the prices of a certain item. Now you can go online. So even if it's, you have to wait until you have a moment in the day at your lunch break or wherever the case may be, it's worth it. You could save hundreds and hundreds of dollars just by comparison shopping. And, there are deals out there to get. I know we're struggling with inflation and there are issues that many Canadians feel are beyond their control, but there still are deals out there to get. So you really need to do that homework and consider it just that homework.
Speaking of homework, this one is a big one, and I don't even know if the term resonates with anyone anymore. Growing up, it was always, keeping up with the Joneses. So whatever your neighbors were doing, your household had to do as well. And, this keeping up with the Joneses seems to be a problem when you're Christmas shopping as well.
Oh, exactly. There's so many even like funny movies out there that talk about, running from store to store to get the newest and greatest and latest toy for your kid. And, we've all done it. We've all experienced this where we have to get the exact right thing for our children, heaven forbid, or for our parents or our family, whoever it is, heaven forbid, your child or your parent doesn't get that perfect gift and keeping up with the Joneses really is about, having the biggest and brightest Christmas lights. It's about having the biggest and best presents, but it means nothing at the end of the day. And usually you're in financial ruin if you continue to try to do that over and over again. And I think there's a number of Christmas stories out there that will resonate with many people when they think about trying to keep up with their neighbors.
It's funny that you say keeping up with the neighbors because they say that if your next door neighbor wins the jackpot lottery, everyone on that block will eventually go bankrupt because everyone's trying to keep up with the new lottery winner. And, my father always said to me, if you can't afford it, just don't buy it. So this is a mindset that we have to, abide by.
Yeah, for sure. And there's so much pressure out there. And I can see how that happens, how, suddenly the neighbor's got a Porsche in the driveway and you feel like, well, maybe I need to upgrade my car. And they're putting a pool in the back. And then the next thing you know, they're redoing all their windows, and nobody wants to think that they're, less than, or whatever you want to call it, than somebody else financially. And that is a very, very hard road. And, it's very easy to lose track of your financial situation, very easy to get yourself into serious financial difficulty because of that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So we have less than a minute left. Not being creative with your gift decisions.
Well, listen, there's lots of things you can do out there. If you're, a lot of people are going to be struggling financially this year. We know that inflation is very high. Interest rates have gone up. The economic outlook is not great for many people. And, there's lots of things you can do. Spend time with family or friends or elderly people that really don't want gifts. They don't need anything else. Shovel driveways, offer to help out in that way. Baked goods are fantastic. Hello, bring them to me. I love
bring them to me.
And I'm happy to have them, and I'm very grateful. So just so you know.
Welcome back. We're discussing saving money during the Christmas holidays, and we're speaking to Laurie Campbell about the 16 ways or financial blunders of Christmas. Now, just before we went to break, we were talking about gift-giving cookies, which make me really hungry right now. But let's move on from that one. Now, Santa makes a list and he checks it twice. However, we don't make a list and we don't check it twice, which is a big no-no right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, how many times have you gone out to the store? Everything's up here, and you're thinking, oh, I just need to grab what I have in my mind for my Christmas shopping, and I will finally be done. And then you come back home, you think, oh, I forgot about X, Y, and Z. And back you go, more gas, more time, more money, most likely, because what happens is you tend to buy something else when you go back to the store. And next thing you know, you've kind of blown your budget. So always make a list. Make a list not only of who you need to buy for, but who you've already bought them for. Because sometimes you put things in the back of your closet because you buy it early and you think, oh, yes, this is a great idea. I'm going to be very, very careful about how I spend my money and I'm going to get a good deal. Throw it in the back of your closet and suddenly you forgot that it even is there. So make a list, check it twice, and make a list of what you've already purchased as well.
I actually do that, and I keep that little list in my wallet, so it's always with me when I'm Christmas shopping. Now, the next one, not knowing how much you've been spending, which drives me crazy.
Right, because, let's face it, everything's on a card now. We're not going out with $100 cash, spending $100 cash when we run out, like our parents may have done. It's game over. You go home, you don't have any more money. And so we use our debit cards, we use our credit cards, and there's nothing more heart-wrenching than the new year coming along and you realize you spent way more than you had budgeted for because you didn't keep track of those expenses. Yeah. It's very easy to forget about what you're spending. So always keep track in your mind, or more like, as I say, write it down of what you've spent so that come the new year, when you get your credit card statements in, you're not in for a big surprise.
I think it's really important as well. I mean, whether it's Christmas or not, for everyone to look at their credit card statements on a monthly basis. Look and see, itemize everything. Make sure that you actually purchased what's on there, because it's so easy to sign up for some sort of an app that's free for 30 days and then you forget to cancel it and it just keeps on accumulating.
I've done it more than I care to remember. So now I don't sign up for any 30 days. I'm the first to admit it. I've done it and I'm so annoyed. Yeah, you don't know what purchases may be an error. And it's also good to check your balance even more than once a month. You can go online anytime and check your balance. I mean, there have been times where I've spent something, I'm thinking, I didn't buy this. I don't remember buying this because I didn't check it regularly. And yeah, I had bought it, but I just forgot. So this is a lesson for all of us. You can check daily if you want, just to make sure that you're on track and that the purchases that you've made match what your credit card statement shows.
So I'm going to combine the next two, which is shopping when you're hungry or tired and not wearing the appropriate clothing while you're out there.
Okay, let's go with the first. Shopping when you're hungry or tired. Oh my goodness. You're going to, first of all, if you're hungry and you're tired, then you're hangry. Yep. Completely, right? So you're probably not even going to make it to the first store. You're going to head to the food court, spend a bunch of money there. Then you're going to feel a little bit dragged down, maybe even more tired. And you'll probably race through the stores and get the quickest things, which are often the most expensive, and you think you've done your job. The other one, and it's so common, like you have a big, huge coat with you when you're going Christmas shopping, leave the coat in the car if you can, and hopefully make it into, if you can park underground or park, close to the shopping center, that helps. And wear comfortable shoes. There's nothing worse than getting halfway through your big shopping expedition, which you really want to do because you've planned the whole time, maybe even taken the day off to get it done. And, you're 45 minutes into the shopping expedition and your shoes are killing you and you're suddenly looking to go to the nearest shoe store to buy yourself something really comfortable so you can get done the rest of your shopping. And lo and behold, again, big budget buster right there.
Well, that's just it, right? Because you've got to do a last minute shoe shop, last minute food shop. And then all of a sudden now you're feeling bloated, everything hurts, your feet are swollen. But one of the things I can suggest is that we actually take those fold up big bags with us. So it's easy to walk around the store and carry everything with us. When we come back, Laurie's going to continue on her shopping blunders. Welcome back. We're discussing saving money during the Christmas holidays with Laurie Campbell. Now, Laurie, let's tune to late night online shopping.
We've all done it again. And here are my things about late night online shopping. First of all, the sky is the limit. You're behind a computer, doesn't feel like real money, doesn't even feel like you're really buying anything. So the risk of overspending is huge if you're online shopping, especially late at night. You know, everyone's gone to bed, you got all the time in the world, and suddenly you're surfing through all the stores. The danger is, one, you can overspend, obviously. The other danger is it's very easy to go from buying for everybody else to buying for yourself when you're online shopping, right? Oh, a little gift for them and something for me as well. And at the end, you could end up spending a lot more. And if you're doing it when you're tired and you're just really, really got a lot going on, you could even be in a situation the next day where you can't even remember what you bought. And then you have to go through and have that buyer's remorse because not only do you overspend for other people, but you probably bought yourself a few nice items as well.
Well, the other thing, too, with that is it tends to exacerbate impulse shopping. So not only are you buying for someone else and yourself, but now you've purchased something that kind of makes you feel really good for a short period of time. And that's just another rabbit hole that you're falling down into.
Exactly. And there's also like, well, maybe I'm not sure if this size will fit me, so I'll just get 3 and then return 2. And guess what? That's more time and energy to return to. Time goes by and, it's the holidays and hope you return those 2 because that's going to be like ridiculous amount of money that you're spending on white item because you're not sure if it's going to fit.
Now, this next one really is weird to me. Don't send someone else to buy your gifts. You're supposed to know who you're buying your gifts for. It's an intimate thing, whether it's for a friend or a colleague or even your spouse. You should know what these people like rather than sending somebody else out to do your errands.
Well, we all get busy, right? So if my husband wants to go out and buy something for my sister because I don't have time and he's heading to the store, then great. I'm going to give him the list. I'm going to say, get this. This is the exact one to get. Chances are he's going to get something else. Chances are he's going to get, some knockoff or come back with something completely different. And then you get close to the holidays, you might not have time to return it or get him to go back and get the right one. And guess what? Suddenly your sister, your friend, whoever it might be, is getting something that you never intended for them to get, and they're not going to like. So I guess it's kind of like do your own dirty work, right? So you have to do your own. Don't send someone else out to do your Christmas shopping because you feel like you don't have time. If you start early enough, you should be able to get it all done.
I totally agree with you. So, we talked about this earlier, not remembering the total cost of Christmas.
Exactly. So we talked about, how easy it is to overspend in certain areas, but remember what the full cost of Christmas is. You may need an outfit for New Year's Eve. You may need extra decorations. You're going to need some baking supplies, extra food, alcohol. All of those things go around the holidays are going to cost as well. Put the full budget together that includes those costs. So again, when the New Year strikes, you're not going, oh my goodness, I've overspent, I've gone crazy.
So the other one too is not getting a few extra inexpensive gifts for visitors who just pop in unannounced.
Yeah, so I use the famous your neighbor pops in with a cheap box of chocolates for you, and you forgot to get something, those little extra things for neighbors, and suddenly you're pulling out an extremely expensive bottle of wine that you intended for your father-in-law. And I'm not saying it should be, quid pro quo or anything like that, but you should have a few little items set aside for those neighbors that might drop in, or some, the newspaper individual, the mailman, or whoever it is that you may want to actually give a gift to.
So, Laurie, we have about a minute before we go to commercial break, and you said, have a few small gifts set aside. What would you suggest as something that you could give to a visitor that just pops in, but it's not very expensive?
Well, there's so many nice little gifts. You can give them, cookies, or you can give them chocolates. You go to any type of little store, and they might have a Christmas ornament or something very lovely that is inexpensive, but you have it there in case, or you have it there as a planned gift that you want to give to somebody.
It's important to have, a little box or a little closet or somewhere where you can hide some of these last minute gifts, even for birthdays as well. It just doesn't have to be for Christmas, whether it's birthdays or anniversaries. If you see something on sale, pick it up and hang on to it. Welcome back. We're discussing saving money during the Christmas holidays with Laurie Campbell, Director of Client Financial Wellness at Bromwich and Smith. Laurie, we were talking about buying things on sale, purchasing things on sale, not planning ahead. You basically say, start your shopping early, and I'm a big advocate on buying things on sale.
Me too. And, it's also just to give yourself the time to plan out gifts, so you don't feel like you're getting something at the last minute for someone you really care about. It gives you, time to plan and find the right gift and find the right price. And also, you're right, Liz, I like buying things on sale too. And, it just really is such a big stress reliever to get it done early, out of the way. And hopefully you don't go back and buy extra items that you don't need, but it's just really a great feeling to say, yeah, I got it done in budget, and I can now relax.
I just want to add to that, because there are some people out there, I'm just going to use these random numbers. The item is $1,000. You get it on sale for $100. And in their mind, it's only worth $100, not the $1,000 that it used to be. And I think a lot of people need to get out of that mindset and understand that when you get something on sale, it's a bonus.
It's a bonus, yes, because normally it would be $1,000. And, it's also still the same quality,
right?
Even though it's on sale. And that's the point, is you're trying to buy something that's nice and has good quality for whoever you're buying for. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you need to spend another $900 on the person. That's just insane, because you're buying something that they're going to like, and it's still the same quality, regardless of the fact that it's now on sale.
Now, this other one could be a cultural thing, because I know that, in my culture, when you invite somebody over for dinner, you make sure that you have the whole dinner, you pay for the entire dinner. But when it comes to Christmas, and so many people are going out all over the place, not asking others to chip in for Christmas dinner could be a problem. I mean, you need that to help you.
Oh my goodness, the cost of groceries, as we know, have soared, right? Extremely difficult for many people. We heard it at Thanksgiving that people were struggling trying to put food on the table for their family for a beautiful Thanksgiving feast. So Christmas is going to be the same. And I think that if you're going to someone's house, just reach out, offer to make something, offer to bring something. It will make a huge difference to them. And chances are, if you're hosting Christmas dinner, you're probably always hosting Christmas dinner. So you're always the one that's on the hook for the meal, unless you do a round robin. But many people are the ones that host, always end up being the ones that host. So it's a strong opportunity to reach out and say, I'm going to do all the vegetables, or I'm going to bring dessert, or I'll bring all the appetizers. It's a burden off the individuals that hosting, and it's also a burden off their pocketbooks. So really keep that in mind as we get through the holidays. We want everyone to enjoy it, and we want to make sure that people don't feel financially strapped just trying to put a beautiful meal on the table.
So, Laurie, we've got about a minute 20 left, and I'm going to go with the two questions, right? Number one, not taking stock of decorations, forgetting what you've got. And the other one is trying to find that perfect, we all know that perfect doesn't exist, the perfect gift.
Yes. So there's nothing, okay, so I'll start with the first one. There's nothing better than going into your storage of Christmas items that you have in the past and going, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about that. And it's great because it's like, you bought it new all over again because you only use it once a year. So take stock of what you have. You probably have everything you need down the basement or in a closet somewhere, and make sure you put it all out. Look at what you have, determine what you need, and only get that, because chances are you have quite a bit. So that's number one. The other thing is the perfect gift is the time you spend with people. It's the memories that you create. And if you look back at your own childhood, you probably don't remember what you got at 9, 10, 11, but you remember the traditions and the festivities and all the fun you had around the holidays. So make it like that for your family. It's a great way to celebrate and have ongoing traditions.
Laurie, thank you so much for being here with us today. I am looking forward to my baked cookies. And okay, I'll see you soon, my friend. Take care.
Yes, thanks. Take care. So happy to see you.
Now, you don't have to wait until Christmas to be able to implement all of these wonderful cost-cutting ways. You can actually use these tips for birthdays, anniversaries, and all year round. Most of us just want to spend time with our loved ones and friends to enjoy their company, conversation, and laughter. You don't need to spend a lot of money to be happy or make someone happy. I'm Elizabeth Naumovski, and I'm trying to empower you and make frugality fashionable. Bye for now.